You know, they say abs are made in the kitchen. It's not all about the workout session. Where I say touchdowns are scored at the line of scrimmage using audibles. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kenny KatFish coming back at you with Volume 2, Part 6. Let's get it, baby.
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio.
This is Volume 2, Part 6, and we're just going over audibles and a few breakdowns and like a nice little recap and stuff. So, this is a scheme where I call it formation shifting and spread sets. And basically a spread set is 2 on the left side, 2 on the right side. Although it's not 2 receivers or 2 receivers, it's 1 tight end in the midst of all this. It don't matter which side the running back is on. So we're gonna go over a few audibles and I'm gonna tell you why they're in here. Because one thing about me, I like to have, I see, like it say shotgun, right? I see the shotgun as the gun. My players are the different weapons, and my plays that I do are the bullets for the shotgun. That's how I kind of break it down. I like to use analogies and stuff like that. And then it's time to go to war. Sometimes you may lose the battle, but you can still win the war out here on the field. And with all due respect to these audibles, the audible system I give up, that's my thing right there. I love audibles. I love X's and O's, you know. So let's get into it. So we're only working with like 6 formations. I'm gonna let you know these formations real quick. You guys can get your phones out, take a picture, screenshot it. I don't expect you to keep up with everything that I'm talking about, but this will make sense when you look at like how I'm breaking some of the plays down. So we got the spread flex. First, you know this is spread playbook and it's 33 formations. So first, I just look at the first ones right here. It's 27 through 30. Yeah, 27 through 30. So that's tight, spread at halfback, double, and then the spread flex. Okay, and then I jump all the way over here to 13, which is the stack. That's its own little scheme itself. Is built into this. And I jump over to 10. So I'm gonna just go over this real quick, and I'm gonna show you why. They got slant, RPO, full vertical, PA, bubble, Y over. All of those are pretty much generic plays. There's no need to have those in the audibles. So what I like to do is I like to take slant out. I put this switch route in here, switch concept, because you can't go to the line of scrimmage and create that. RPO gotta go. Sail is a nice little money play versus cover 2. It gets on top. That red route gets on top of the corner and in between the safety. And that running back doing that little out route helps out. It helps to keep the cornerback down. So you get to pick and choose with those two. I like to put that in. Full vertical, depending on how it look. It's all right. It's nice against cover 2 and stuff with those little seam routes. But I really wouldn't care for using that. So you could probably put like a halfback screen in here. I always like to have halfback screens. The PAY bubble, nah. You go ahead and put something like a draw, or just keep it as the RPO read bubble. There you go. And that way you got a 2-way play. You can throw it to the receiver, or you can hand it off. So that's the doubles. Offset weak. You can take a picture. We're gonna get on the field after I do these audibles and I'll show you why. So let's move over to the stack real quick. And like I said, you guys have seen this before. This is just an update because I know everybody's not gonna go back in time and watch my videos. Zone alert screen, fake, PA. What I like to do is I like to make the best combination of this. I like to maximize all the potential out of this. So what I like to do is I like to put the jet touch pass in here because that's one of the main plays in the formation. Boom. And so you got to feed off the jet pass also, right? So we'll go down here to R1 and we'll put fake jet power. It's the same motion. It's just the quarterback keeping. And you guys know, I think on part 3 of this volume, I did a whole video on just this formation by itself. All right, so we'll put that QB run in here, and that's if you have fast break with a quarterback and stuff. So the next one is triangle zone fake jet. Basically, he just going up the middle with the running back. I kind of see that as monotonous. It's not really relevant. I like to do this play called levels. Levels is a nice little play for cover 2 as well. Cover 2 is pretty much the hardest play to go against, so you gotta be ready for cover 2. Basically, that's why I'm always talking about cover 2, because I hate it. And you know, the things that you struggle in so much should become your greatest factor, or you should overcome those things that you hate the most. So levels, that guy who's doing that little inside whip route is phenomenal. If you do hot routes to your user opponent on the other side of the field, they'll forget all about this guy doing this inside route, and you can get under the hook zone. So I like to put that in there for a quick pass.
We want it. Come to my work.
To throw again on second down. Brady. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
we keep fake jet halfback seam. I'll show you why later if you haven't seen that before. So that's that. You can screenshot that.
Vic, 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught.
That's the gun stack Y off. Now we can move forward to number 27 through 30. So like I say, all of these formations are pretty much identical to each other. It's just some guys are on the line of scrimmage, some guys are open, some guys are on the slot. It's a quick shift. A defense won't really get time to adjust and memorize everything you did. And that's the thing about me. I like to have variety of plays. I don't want a guy to come focus on and just know where the ball is going. That's another way of how you neutralize the user. You either go straight at them, or you go all the way from them, or you just have a variety of plays to not give him, you know, like that, what they call it, target fixation. When you're driving, you're just looking at one single thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So number 27, let's get into it. They have stick spacing, RPO, bench, PA read. Stick spacing sucks. You can see that right there. Take that junk out of here. Let's put a double move in here. Boom. RPO peak zone read, whatever it's called, RPO zone peak. That's a generic basic play. Take it out. You don't need that. How about we put this in for another run, a halfback base. Boom. That pulling guard, something else. You know I always talk about that. Bench switch. We'll keep that in here only because it has that corner route over there. PA read, I take that out because that's pretty much, you don't want that animation with that play action jump right there, because your quarterback will roll out and these guys be heavy blitzing, so forget that. So let's put Aggie or something like that in there, and I've showed you gameplay footage before. So that's the tight slot open right there. You can screenshot that. Moving over, quick slants. Now guys on the field, I do this stuff real fast. You know what I'm saying? I do this stuff faster than the speed of light on the field, but I'm just explaining it. That's why it's taking like 10-12 minutes or whatever. Quick slant, you can create your own quick slant at the line of scrimmage with any pass play. I take that out, halfback base. Boom. Now you got a halfback base and an inside zone, because sometimes you might not want that guard to pull. You might want to you might want to just thrash the hole real quick, like when I call it bang, bend, and bounce. You might want to just bang it in the hole, so keep the inside zone in there. Full vertical, gots to go. And that's where we start getting tricky right here. RPO read bubble is one of the main plays in here. and that's because they're gonna focus on the inside zone. And if the defense, according to how they man align and base align, RPO read bubble works in your favor. You guys have seen me do that numerous of times. Boom. PA read is one of the main plays. Let's show you what PA read look like. If you look at PA read, just imagine the user being out there on the field. He's on the middle linebacker. Matter of fact, I'm on offense only. He's on the middle linebacker. Usually, if you do hot routes or put, the running back in a street route, you want to occupy them guys. And like I say, versus cover 2, once again, those 2 post routes will have so many windows, but you got to make the quick read, and you got to make sure that it's cover 2. Other than that, you have to go to an out route to the left side of the field. So that's why we keep PA read in there.
On 4th down. On 4th down, Vic. And this is caught. He hits more. That one eager to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Vic readies to throw. And able to find John Brown.
So far we have answers for every defense. Moving over. Z-spot kind of sucks. It's pretty much generic. Nobody ain't gonna, it's basic. Put double moves in here. Switch route. Once again, we got it now. See, when you look at Fort Will and Z-spot, hey, Fort Will is just like an addition to Z-spot. So put that in there. Now you got your switch route. Inside zone, we keep that 4 vertical. Take that out. You never want to have 4 verticals in your audible. That's kind of basic. I like to put a halfback screen, or I like to put trap in here. So trap works good with the inside zone, and I'm gonna go back and show you something real quick. And we take the PA read out because that's an ugly PA read. That's not you don't want to do these green routes right here. When you start doing those green routes, quarterback rolls out real ugly, and it's just not a good look. So I exchanged that for another RPO. Now the difference between, if you wonder why we got inside zone in here, is because the running back moves on, he moves sides. So we got inside zone right here and right here, just in case you flip the play over. Let's say like you're doing, I'm gonna come out there on the field real quick. Okay, so let's say you're doing like halfback base, or you're doing one of these plays, the PA read, and then you don't like it. You need to go flip over to Fort Will, and then the defense adjusts to the Fort Will. Now you can still come out and run your inside zone from that side. So that's why it's like cat and mouse right here. That's why I like to attack from every angle. So this ain't just no BS thrown on the wall hoping it stick. I really did a lot of research with that. I hope you guys following along. Let's get back to the last 2 formations. I think I covered this right on time in 15 minutes. All right, so take a picture of that. Take a picture of that. And the last one is gun spread flex. Okay, so gun spread flex pretty much looks like this one right here. So 29 and 30 kind of looks the same. So basically you have 8 audibles pretty much. Okay, what I like to do is, why stick? You guys, I made a 1 play touchdown video. If you already seen it, hey, kudos to you. And most people know about the outside release fade. Some people don't. If you look at why stick, that guy shreds press man coverage every time. It's no question. Pretty much don't even matter if somebody over the top, because he goes straight to the sideline, and that's like a double move. I call that route there a hidden gem. You don't see too many people running that, so I like to keep that in there. Now RPO read screen, I take that out in exchange for a jet touch pass. I figure we need some kind of jet touch pass in here. And for vertical, got to go as usual, because it ain't really nothing in here. Sometimes you can put that wheel route in there, that Z shallow cross, but I like this mesh play right here as well, You can see I did it 300 times. I probably did it more than that. I don't know where they get those numbers from. And you got the crossers and you got that outside post. The outside post is phenomenal versus like a quarter deep zone and stuff like that. So that's when you're attacking cover 4 and you're attacking off coverage when they're not bumping. So you can take a picture of that. Hey, don't sleep on that jet touch pass, man. The defense will focus on inside zone and halfback base, and they'll close their line in. So jet touch pass is a fast play. Don't sleep on it, trust me. And the PA deep out is pretty obvious because that slot receiver, he splits the safeties if it's cover 2 or if it's a cover 3. You can pretty much just kind of like wait for him to pass that deep third back there if the user not over there. And it's a PA, you know what I'm saying? It's a PA from the shotgun. So I'm gonna show you guys how this go in live gameplay footage with setting these audibles, and I'm gonna get on up out of here. This is Kenny KatFish. You guys stay tuned for the next video and the one after that, where we'll have some 4-minute offense. You guys already know how the game go. Deuces.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.